So what I've got is a Fermzilla. It is nearly a year old already, but it interests me because I needed another fermenter because basically I love fermenting, I love making beer. And I thought I'll grab one of those because they look interesting. So we'll open her up, see what's inside the box. Oh, jeez. All right, so I'll bring a camera over. Well, I hope you guys can see okay. This is inside the box. First things first, there's the stand, little stainless steel stand, fairly sturdy, not warping, great. And put that aside. We also have the lid. Actually, I might just pull the whole thing out. So, empty box. Get that out of the way because it's a bloody nuisance. Good thing, so that's the handle for the top like I have on my Fermentosaurus. I think it's Fermzilla actually I have it on. So we've got our little unit here. Your band or your lid. Warning, read instructions before use. Do not use the product before downloading and reading the instruction sheet on the kegland.com. So make sure you do that. Look, I know a lot of people have it already, so it's not a big deal. So this is simple. I have to clean it, of course, because it's brand new from a factory. You want to make sure it's clean because it's got factory mess in it. And you also have, there's a line there, so I reckon we'll line that up with a line. So we get a bubbler or airlock, a measuring strip. Now I'm actually going to measure out a certain amount of literage on a flat surface to make sure it is level and actually line this up with the literage. I'm pretty sure this line might have something to do with it anyway. And the temperature gauge. This is all we get. Now I don't mind, that's exactly what I want. Something basic and simple to use. On Kegland's website there is a bonus pressure kit that you can get. So there we go. So all I need to do now is basically put my sticker on, fill this up with water. I need to clean it, put my sticker on and my levels and then go from there. So we'll do that now while I'm waiting for my brew to boil. So if you're watching this as an unboxing video, I'm doing a brew at the moment, which is an experimental one. I'll pop a link in the description so you can have a look at it. So what I'm going to do is fill this up to its line. So just down here, have a look. I'll bring you down lower so you can see what's going on. You down even lower. So just here you can see a line right there. Now I'm going to fill this up to that line and we'll see how much water that actually is. Now I measured this from top to the water line before I got to the top line, and I measured it on each side so they all matched, which means that's level. So now what I need to do is find out how much water I actually injected into this system and find out how much it takes. What that line equates to on this unit is 21.53. It's 21.5 litres up to this point. So now what I'll do is I'll get my measuring strip and run it to 21.5. 21.5 litres. That would be my marker, which is probably going to be inaccurate for everything else, but it's a marker I need because that's what 21.5 is. So I hope that works. I'm sure that is right and that's correct. So all I need to do now is line this mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 25. So the middle one's 5. So that's 21 litres. It was 21.5. So 21.25, 21.5 is that mark there. I need to line that line up with that mark which will give me exactly 21.5 according to what I pumped into it. On this here, it says actually a line with bottom dot, that red part there. I'm actually going to see if that is accurate enough by the way I've measured it. So I've aligned that with the bottom dot. Right there. Wow, it actually says 21 litres on that line. 21. And I said it was 21.5. And I know my unit's accurate because I had it changed because it wasn't accurate before. So I'm going to trust my instincts and actually make it 0.5 litres more. Only because that's how I measured it. So that's pretty cool, actually. So I'll align to 21.5 on that line. Now, like I said, you don't have to do it this way, but for me that's more accurate because I was able to measure it, the amount of water I put in. Every time. Yeah, I always have to peel it off again because I get it wrong. So we'll bring that right down. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I know I've done a measuring strip video before. It's sticking before I even get a chance to fix it. So there you go, there's my measuring strip. If you can see that, I'll put a bit of white behind it so maybe you can see it better. There you go. So there's my little measuring strip, nicely installed. Probably a bit rough because I'm rough. I'll put the temperature gauge on. So what I can gather is there's no real rule on where you actually stick this. You just stick it. Some people I've seen stick it across like that, and I've seen some people do it like that. My thought is put it near your level strip, because a lot of time, if you see my videos, I'm chasing around the temperature gauge because I can't find it half the time. This way, it's going to be stuck on right next to where I'm working anyway. So hopefully I should be able to find it every time. So I'll put that about halfway. Actually, I might just line it up under that line, like that. Make it look neat. Sticker on, just like that. So that's set up. All I need to do now, I've already cleaned it. As you can see, the water in it. I just need to clean the lid, put a bit of food grade grease around the rubber seal, and pardon me, it's ready for use. I'll just take these parts apart. Now I did find this little blue insert that's in here, that can sometimes fall apart. I've had a couple of them do that. You're quite okay to use normal bottle caps, like the ones that sit on top of these bottles. They work really well. I've done it and it works. So all I'm doing today, I'm not going to pressure ferment. I'm actually going to do a bubbly. I'm going to do an airlock version of this one for a change. So it's going to be a little bit easier, and I'm going to siphon it instead of, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. That's all I'm saying. Opening is huge, so you can clean the whole area here, which is brilliant. This is what this thing's all about. When it comes to removing the wort from the bottom, it's not going to be anywhere near like my Fermzilla with the little true catcher at the bottom, or true bottle. It's going to be more practical or standard like a normal fermenter, except you can see what's going on inside when you're fermenting. And you can get a jacket for these. I haven't got a jacket yet. I don't know if I will. This is just for me to play with. Just another thing with the handle, I've put it on the Fermzilla, and it is so handy to have. The only thing you got to watch for is when you tighten her up. So what I'll do is I'll assemble it. So you put the handle on the inside area so you can actually make this, put this in the right position. You have a, what do they call this? You have a nut, a locking nut, that will stop it undoing when if it's too loose. Rib nut, no. Nylock. You have a nylock nut to stop it from coming apart. When you tighten it, it stays firm, but don't ever tighten this firm. Always have it movable. Otherwise, you'll warp the ring around the opening, which can cause some major issues. So have it loosely tightened, but don't have it firm, because it will warp this ring here, and that'll get bowed like an oval shape, and you'll get leaks. Just so you know, we have just a good little bit of movement. It's not tight. It's really solid. So the next bit is to grab some grease. So what I'm doing is just wiping a thin layer of grease around the edge of the rubber seal. So when you slide it on, it really doesn't damage it. So now it should just pop in there. It's actually quite a tight fit, which is awesome. Getting it out is going to be alright. No damage, no damage. So that's perfect. Pop that on. I've got to put sanitizer in this. So here's my bottle of made up sanitizer. You can't see it, but I'll make sure it. The opening's pretty wide, but I'll tip it something. Probably should be using a funnel. Now you see me make sanitizer, you see me how I've done it. I'll leave a link up here just to let you know. Just so you got a link to how this sanitizer is being made, how I do it. So I've just put my thumb over the top of the hole because it's going to come out, and I'm just going to give it a good swoosh around, see if it leaks. Don't think it's going to leak anyway. Not pressure fermenting in this one this week. I'm just going to do a normal fermentation. The reason why I got this unit is just to make it a bit easier to use, to work with. It's tiny, it'll fit in my fridge if I want to put it in the fridge and do which I'm going to do. It's going to sit at 18 degrees in my fermentation fridge. And yeah, it doesn't take up a lot of room, so it's really, really cool. The only issue with it is it's like an old fermenter. So basically you have no catch bowl or anything like that, so you have to avoid the trub that is placed at the bottom after the yeast system is eating, which has never been a problem in the past. I'm doing 23 litres. My kegs take 19.5 or so litres, so I won't get to the bottom anyway. And whatever I've got left, I'll bottle and use after a few weeks or so, maybe. If they look cloudy, I'll just tip out what's ugly and bad tasting, but it should be good for me. So that's it. I am glad you watched this. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the next one. I hope you enjoy it. If you've got one, let me know how you go and what you did to make it better, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys, see you later on.